that the fundamental basis of natural law is rise every day, ask for complete forgiveness, where you're at, what you've done, what constructs you've already bound yourself to, and then see what life presents you with in that moment and surrender to it. Which is what Michael A. Singer's book fundamentally says, although I don't think Michael knows it says that. I think there's a misconception. I know that there's a misconception, particularly when you start going down the path of your awakening and when you start becoming a lot more, in inverted commas, spiritual, because we're all spiritual. The guy that got 15 boosters last week is just as spiritual as the woman that was free birthed in a forest. If you've got breath in your lungs, you've got a connection to your divine creator. There's no levels of it. We're all spiritual, but you start down this spiritual awakening path and you start thinking that the reason things aren't happening for you is because you've not done enough inner child healing, or you've not done enough shadow work, or you're not zen enough. You're just not zen enough. Guys, I have the internal zen of a broken fucking car alarm. All right, I've been alone with 2 children for 6 years in foreign countries where the most incredible of things have happened alongside with the most horrendous. I've never had a regulated nervous system since Boris Johnson made that first announcement. And my nervous system's never once been regulated. You read books like The Surrender Experiment, and you assume that the reason it worked for him is because he was in such an inner state of zen. You're like, yeah, he was meditating for 6 hours a day, so of course he can meet life wherever he's at. No, there's still no excuse. You're getting asked every single day, with every single moment of life, remember that you've only got the present moment. Why is it called the present moment? Because it's a gift. How are we spelling present? Pre-sent. It's been pre-sent from the future for you to be able to decide in that moment to accept what you can't change about the moment and change what you can. It doesn't matter how zen you are. It doesn't matter how much ayahuasca you've had. It doesn't matter how much inner child healing you've done, how much shadow work you've got done, what your relationship's like with your mother, what your vision boards are, what your affirmations are. It is nothing to do with that. It is just meeting life in the moment and abiding by the laws. It's that. Do that, you can cross borders without being seen. You can get it, because it's all just, you're just asking for this life that is moving through you is divine intelligence. The divine intelligence that put the mighty oak tree inside the tiniest oak tree is what is trying to move through you. But we will keep, if we are in any form of resistance, we are not allowing life to meet us. What are you being asked to do? It could be something as simple as sending the email you need to send, having the conversation that you need to have, or it could be as major as burning your life down to the ground and starting again in a foreign country. It can be anything. But what are you being asked to do? Because when you do it, which is the full fundamental lesson of every single tale in the Bible, when you do it, when you step out on your own hero's journey, the hero's journey being nothing but you individuating under God. What is God asking of you today? Not running it by social media, not running it by, oh, can I go here? I'll just check what social media is saying. Can I travel here? I'll just ask ChatGPT. No, God told Noah to build the ark when he lived in the desert and there was no sign of rain. Noah didn't then start running it past a load of people. Like, what do you think, Barry? Do you think I should start harvesting all this wood and putting two years of my life into building a ship when there's nothing but sand as far as the eye can see? No. And life is preparing to meet you and provide. And I tell you what else has come through to me talking about, come to the conclusion that Christ was the creator entering the creation. It is no coincidence that Jesus and Joseph were carpenters, because what is a carpenter? It is somebody who takes the raw materials that life is gifting them with in the present moment and using those materials to build something greater and something of value. We're not psychics. We don't predict the future. We are carpenters. We carve the future out of the raw materials that life is giving us in the moment. That's where I'm at, guys. Any questions?